Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Listen, it's Friday. It's Friday. Go ahead, hit that like and subscribe. It's Friday after yesterday's sell-off. We had a sell-off win this morning. This morning, it was another sell-off, and there was a lot of panic. And I came on this morning. I want you to watch this morning's video because I meant every word I said. I am here to help you guys navigate, those of you that are serious. Though there's a few knuckleheads out there yesterday, somebody left me a comment. That's it. I'm selling everything. I'm going to come back later. It's such a scam. And I'm just shaking my head by the impatient. We'll talk about that later. For those of you that are in Chinese ADRs like Alibaba, I want you to know why Alibaba is down. I have not looked at the other Chinese stock. You got the Neos, Alibaba, Baidu, and all of those. But Alibaba dips after White House memo claims it's helpful. It's helping Chinese military target U.S. Okay, and so here we go with the data. And for those of you, I'm against TikTok. I know you guys love it. Some of you guys are running your business. I'm against the U.S. Allowing TikTok to operate. Okay, even if the politicians switch their stance on it just to get your votes, I'm just going to leave it at that because you best believe if it's China, anyway, some stuff is happening. All right. Stock market today. Dow slips, NASDAQ and S&P rebound amid growing doubts in Fed rate cut. Now, if you look this morning, man, baby, she didn't finish with her makeup or something. That's just a bad camera angle. I'm going to be nice. Stock market today. Dow slips, NASDAQ and S&P rebounds. But this morning, it said Dow and S&P fell based on Fed rate cut path, right? So they just can't make up their mind what it is, right? And so we do know we have now 3 Fed governors that have come out and have spooked the market with their comments because they are saying that the Fed should not do any December rate cuts. And not just because of our stocks, but because of the overall economy and where the Fed said his focus was on jobs, even though it looks like they're kind of plateauing, but we don't have the data. We don't have the data. So how could they come out with this if we don't have all the data? Okay. And so I totally disagree with them. All right, here we go. We got the NASDAQ and the Dow both down now. They were up. No, they're not down. There we go. All right, there we go. NASDAQ up 78 points. As you could see, it was a roller coaster. We went all the way up. There was a sell-off in the pre-markets. We opened negative, and then we had a climb. We had a climb all the way up here. Look at that. The NASDAQ was up 200 points at one point. The NASDAQ was up 200 points at one point today. And now we're cooling off towards closing bell. All right. We will see where that will end up at. All right. And so there's a few things I want to talk about. I'm going to get right to it. And then I'm going to cover a little crypto in this. But please listen. This is stuff that I need to talk to you about right now, just like I did this morning. Before we go there, good people, look. Stock Up You is a lot of you guys wish you had the information that's in Stock Up You. You wish you had it before the sell-off. And that's what I want you to get into, okay? I don't want you guys waiting. I want you to click the top link. In this video, it will be the only link. Learn options. You finally want to learn options? Stock Up You. The full class is up. We added 10 more lessons, okay? And crypto, you really want to know how to make money? It's in there. Okay. You want to understand how to assess if it's a good company or not? It's in there. All right. You can buy now, pay later. Don't pay any other fees. All of that is available. Use coupon code LEARN and get money off. All right. So let's get into some of the bullet points I want to talk about as we enter into the weekend. Okay, so pre-markets were down this morning. I covered that. Okay, Bitcoin dropped to 94K. We're gonna have this. I'm gonna talk about Bitcoin, altcoins, and XRP. All right. Everyone's talking about the AI bubble right now. Everybody, bubble, 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 bubble. See, I told you, look, it was a bubble. It was all a bubble, but they're not through buying a bubble. Watch. The AI race, the AI thing is going to continue to go. Are we in a bubble? Yes. The question is, are we in the first ending? Are we halfway through? I would say at best, we're halfway through this bubble, at best. I'm going to stand on a rock and tell you what's right, regardless of what the market is doing today. So there's a ton of money that's going to continue to be poured into AI. And AI is not just a bubble, though it is in a bubble. It's a movement that's turning into a reality. So you're going to see when the markets calm down and start to come back up at a realistic pace, not the fast pace that has been going. Okay, just remember this. The market went up so high, right? So it's just like if you owe the government money. If you owe the government money and they don't get it the first year, you owe them more money the second year. And then you owe them even more money the third year. Why? They're tacking on interest. So that's the same way the stock market is when it goes up. If it keeps going up like a loose balloon, you're in an air balloon, the higher it drifts up, the further the fall. And that's what's happening to the stock market. Overinflated, frothy. The higher it goes up above where it should be, the further it has to fall. It's just, it's gravity. All right. All right. Let's see here. I want you to stop thinking and reacting like poor people. As a matter of fact, this weekend I'm going to do in Stock Up You. I'm sorry. On Larry Jones TV, I'm going to do Quit Thinking Like Poor People. That's what I'm going to do this Saturday. And I may shoot it today, but I will repost it tomorrow. Quit thinking like poor people. That's what I'm going to do. Because you guys, there's so many things that I need to say that you need to hear, and I want you to share it with all your friends. And when I upload it, it will be in screen here, but it's going to be on Larry Jones TV. I will leave that link in this video. Also, I want you to subscribe because it's going to help you guys long term be wealthy. Okay. All right. But wealth takes patience. All right. People that invest this year, even with these pullback, will be wealthier than the people that start 10 years from now. I'm just going to tell you that right now, regardless of what's happening with this market, regardless of the ups and downs, regardless of the tariffs, regardless of the Fed with the rate cuts, regardless of the AI bubble and regardless of the frothy market, it's just been a fact since the stock market has started, right? Since 1792, people have been making money in this game, period. Okay, so that's what I want to say. It doesn't matter where this market closes today. Let's go to Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin. I played a video. I'm not going to play it again. I played a video this week that said Bitcoin could hit 94K. Well, that's where it is right now. Bitcoin at 94K. When someone said, no way it's going that low, I'm going, yes way. Well, not only did it hit this morning, it's there right now. As you can see, Bitcoin down in the last 24 hours, another 4.61%. ETH down another 2%, let's call it, right? XRP down another 1.5%. And I'm going to tell you this. As a matter of fact, I was on their show, not this past Bitcoin convention. It was the previous crypto convention, okay? And you know what? I'm gonna play it for you guys.
6 to 9 months where they need to get serious about this stuff?
It's simple. Just pull up a chart and see every time that interest rates was up, crypto was down. When crypto thrives is in low interest rates.
Yep.
It just does. There is probably over 85% chance now that the Fed will do his first interest rate cut 25 basis point in September. He may follow that up in December.
Now, when was that? That was an interview that I did on a gentleman's page, and that was the Bitcoin conference of 2024. I actually did that on July 26th. Okay, what was Bitcoin? July 26th of 2024. It was 67.9. Let's just call that 68. So when I was saying this, Bitcoin was $68,000. Okay, and so what is your point? My point is that if you're not in this long right now, your focus is off, and you should have been out. If you're not in this for the long haul, and I mean the next 5 years, not 4, 5. Why? We're in a 4-year cycle. I get it. But you got to look at the prices that you think Bitcoin is going to be in 4.5 years by 2030. I want you guys to leave me a comment of where you think Bitcoin will be in or by the end of 2030. It doesn't matter. In the entire year, right? Now, if you say anything over $480,000, then why are you in fear right now with it at 94? This is what I mean. So Bitcoin has created a lot of greedy people. Just greedy, greedy, greedy. You want it all, and you want it now. And what I'm going to tell you is, if you get caught now, Bitcoin still, even at this late stage in the game with Thanksgiving coming, Bitcoin still could go to 130 this year. Could. Nobody knows. There could be a massive liquidation. There could be another whale. I want you to understand this about Bitcoin and altcoins, all right? But let's just go with Bitcoin. You got to understand this. It's just like XRP. You know, as a matter of fact, I'm going to make that point when I talk about XRP. Let's go into alts. Let's go into the alts. Let's do that, okay? Let's go into the alts. Let's see what time we got, okay? All right, let's go here. We got deep dives, we got layer ones, conclusion. Bitcoins hold the crown, okay? Bitcoin is holding its dominance, right? I just clicked on to where it says what's going on with altcoins. See, altcoins outperforming Bitcoin? No, Bitcoin is holding its dominance, right? And altcoin season have not started. It just has not started. I may stand on a rock alone, but it ain't over till it's over. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. It hasn't happened yet. It hasn't taken off. We've had false starts with altcoins. I know. I have a ton of them. I have hundreds of thousands of dollars in altcoins. I know. I'm with you. But I want to ask you, what happens if Bitcoin does hit 130, which is not that far over 125, I get it. If we have a squeeze towards the end of the year or Q1 of next year, what do you think will happen to the altcoins? I think there's still a possibility, a percentage on a possibility. I can't tell you what that is, but if it is, it will be short and it will be fast. It will be a short window of time for altcoin season if it ever happens, and it will be fast, okay? Fast up, and then I think it'll also fall fast going back into crypto winter. Some of these altcoins are not going to fall as much as previous. I don't think Ethereum will. Bitcoin will not have 85%, 90% falls. I don't think that's going to happen ever again with this institutional buy-in. And I don't think you'll ever see another $30,000 Bitcoin. That's what I see today, unless there's some ridiculous liquidation. But I'm putting my money where my mouth is, and I'm in it for the long haul. So I'm holding my altcoins along with my Bitcoin. You don't have to do that. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. But I still want you to tell me what you think Bitcoin is going to be, and only Bitcoin, by 2030. And I want you to give me a realistic, not a pie in the sky, a realistic number. Okay? Now, let's talk about XRP. Let's go here. XRP got overturned by Tether again. You know, they keep switching points, right? We could see that XRP is now at 226. 226. What was the high? Let's go. What was the high here in the last? We were at 260. See here? We were at 260. Now we're at 226, right? Actually, we were higher than that. But I'm just saying, you could see where it was previous. You could see right there, 260 on 10/27. All right, earlier this month. What did we get to earlier this year? We were already up at 355-ish, okay? 355-ish. So now somebody is down by $1 per coin. And so I'm going to tell you what I think about XRP. Out of everything I've studied, I came out early. I came out last year and I said $100 Bitcoin is impossible this year. And I know there's a lot of people, you had hopium and you listened to other people and it made sense. It made sense. They were just talking about, the market cap and this happens and that happens. But if you really take the time to do the math on what they said, it doesn't make any sense. They don't know tokenomics. They don't know market cap size. They don't know any of this stuff. As a matter of fact, if they knew it, they'd be half right. $100, this should be $50 right now. And we're looking at $2.26. Oh, this is it, Larry. ETF is going to do it. No, it didn't. Follow the liquidity. Oh, Larry, payment, they're going to replace Stripe. They're going to do all of, do you understand? No, I do understand. The question is, do you understand how many transactions worldwide are done? That they have to wait days and they have to wait over weekends because banks are not open. And then they have to wait if there's a holiday, a Monday holiday, to get paid. Trillions of dollars in transactions done every day. And some of you guys think XRP is going to get all of it. That ain't going to never happen. Some of you think that they're going to, clearly they're going to get 25%. You're just grabbing numbers, right? Well, even if they get 1%, I've seen the videos, even if they get 1%, look at how it's just going to go to the moon. How much though? You got other ones like XLM, you got other payment systems, and now you got people doing their own. They don't have to use XRP. They're creating their own digital payment systems through blockchain technology. So Larry, why are you sounding so humdrum on XRP? No, I'm giving you a reality check on XRP. And here's what I think. I think XRP is just like Bitcoin. And if you're not in it for the long haul right now, then you're missing it. I do believe that XRP in 2030 is going to look a lot different, react a lot different, and move a lot different than it did this year. This just wasn't the year, and it never was. And one or two of you just bought it and ran with it. Some of you guys put big money in at 350. Put big money in, and I hate to say it, but it was pump. This whole year, you've never heard me use the term load up on any stock or any crypto. I just tell you the truth. Now, what I am going to tell you, what Larry is going to do is I'm going to buy more XRP in crypto winter. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to wait for crypto winter and buy more XRP. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not fooling with the hype and all of that stuff this year. And I'm going to make money. Now, I made a ton of money swinging it, just like I made a ton of money swinging the meme coins. And again, if you didn't watch this morning's video, it's not the time to be chasing the memes. Some of you may get rich. If we have that altcoin season that pop at the end of the year or Q1, and we have this squeeze and Bitcoin goes to 150 and altcoins start multiplying and then the meme coins, you want to take that gamble, you go right ahead. I'm not going on that. I got a plan to be not just a crypto millionaire, but a Bitcoin millionaire. And the rest of my crypto mainly altcoins, is just going to be icing on the cake. How about you? Two things. Remember, tell me what you think Bitcoin will be by 2030. Doesn't matter, the whole year. Please leave me that comment. And then stock up you. That's going to be the top link. And then right under that link will be Larry Jones TV. Okay. I love you guys. I ain't got nothing but the truth for you. And we're going to continue to make money throughout this entire process. Okay. Now, what I want you guys to do is watch the video if you didn't see the one this morning. And then I will see you later on this weekend on Larry Jones TV. Okay. Love you guys. Peace.